resolution to the conflict. Who is meeting with whom? Why is everyone talking about a turning point? And why is Trump refusing to go to Europe? Hundreds of migrants and a new hybrid war. Why did Poland put its army on alert? And who are the 130 detainees? Immediately after Iran, it's China's turn. Another vessel has been seized. Is this blatant American piracy or the defense of world order? Friends, welcome to the Wave of Events channel. It's me again, your permanent host, Valerie. Today, we'll learn about interesting news and a host of various details from our program. Share, write, comment, and stay tuned. We continue. A serious emergency occurred in the port of the Ukrainian city of Chornomorsk in the Odessa region after a missile strike damaged a large foreign-flagged cargo ship belonging to the Turkish company Sinek Shipping Ro-Ro. The strike on the vessel occurred amid intensifying hostilities. Just hours after Russian President Vladimir Putin and Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan met at an international forum in Ashgabat, the capital of Turkmenistan, where the Turkish leader again called for an end to the war and de-escalation of the conflict, Erdogan proposed to Putin a moratorium on attacks on Ukraine's critical energy and port infrastructure, emphasizing that such measures could help reduce tensions and protect civilian facilities and international trade. Ukrainian officials, including Deputy Prime Minister for Reconstruction Oleksiy Kuleba, also confirmed that the vessel was damaged as a result of the port shelling. Kuleba noted that no Turkish citizens were injured and that the crew was evacuated by emergency services. As of publication time, the Russian side had not officially commented on the targets or motives of the strike. President Putin previously warned that Russian armed forces could expand their target list, including vessels calling at Ukrainian ports, if attacks on Russian tankers in the region continued. Quote, "If this continues, we will consider the possibility. I'm not saying we will do this, but we will consider retaliatory measures against the vessels of those countries that assist Ukraine in these piracy acts." Quote. Experts note that such events heighten international concerns about the security of Black Sea trade routes, as strikes on civilian vessels and infrastructure could impact global supply chains, including the export of grain and other strategically important cargo from Ukraine. The strikes did not only target the port. On the night of December 13th, a series of powerful explosions rocked Odessa and several districts of the region. According to sources and open monitoring resources, the strikes targeted critical infrastructure. Caliber cruise missiles, Onyx anti-ship missiles, and Jaran unmanned aerial vehicles were reportedly used in the attack. Local residents reported loud explosions after midnight, followed by power outages in most areas of Odessa and the surrounding region. According to regional sources, fires broke out near the village of Usadove, near the Zastava 1 railway station, as well as in the Artsisky district, where large electrical substations are located. International organizations continue to call on the parties to comply with international law and to intensify diplomatic efforts to resolve the conflict. According to Russian and Ukrainian media outlets, Kyiv regime leader Volodymyr Zelensky posted a video on his Telegram channel in which he announced a visit to the Kupiansk sector, considered one of the most challenging areas for the Ukrainian armed forces. The video was filmed against the backdrop of the Kupiansk steel. Zelensky also reported on the supposed achievements of Ukrainian units, which are significant for strengthening the country's position at the diplomatic level. However, a number of sources have questioned the authenticity and timing of the video. As noted by the analytical channel Operativny Prostor, the video could have been recorded earlier. According to the channel, the filming took place near Stella, at the southwestern entrance to the city, essentially on the outskirts of Kupiansk. Additionally, attention is drawn to the condition of the anti-drone nets, which appear new in the video, while in the current situation, according to the source, they already have significant damage. Another theory is that the video could have been recorded outside the combat zone, including in a studio in Kyiv. Previously, Western media reported the use of computer graphics in the recording of some of Zelensky's speeches. U.S. President Donald Trump's special envoy, Stephen Witkow, will meet with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and the leaders of several European countries in Berlin this weekend. According to the Wall Street Journal, the talks are scheduled for December 14th and 15, and a White House spokesperson confirmed Witkow's participation to the AFP news agency. German Chancellor Friedrich Merz, French President Emmanuel Macron, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer, and other representatives of these countries involved in the Ukraine peace talks are expected to attend the meetings. Initially, European leaders hoped to organize a meeting with Donald Trump himself in Paris on December 13. However, according to Polish radio station RMF, citing a source in the Élysée Palace, the event is not scheduled for that day. White House spokesperson Caroline Leavitt emphasized that Trump is tired of meetings for the sake of meetings and wants concrete action to end the war, while the U.S. administration has spent over 30 hours in recent weeks alone on talks with representatives of Russia, Ukraine, and European countries. Trump himself previously stated that harsh words were used during a phone call with European leaders on December 10, and that U.S. participation in the meeting would depend on the outcome of the talks, so as not to waste time. U.S. Special Forces conducted an operation to inspect and confiscate cargo on a ship traveling from China to Iran. The Wall Street Journal reported this, citing informed sources. According to the publication, the operation took place in November, when U.S. military personnel boarded a foreign vessel off the coast of Sri Lanka. During the search, cargo was seized, which, according to sources, was classified as dual-use goods. As the Wall Street Journal notes, U.S. intelligence believes that the final recipients of the cargo were intended to be Iranian companies involved in the supply of components for Tehran's missile program. The publication's sources clarify that the operation was carried out as part of U.S. efforts to limit Iran's access to technologies and materials that could be used in the military sphere. Reuters, citing its own sources, reports that U.S. authorities intend to strengthen controls over maritime shipping in the region. According to the agency, following the recent seizure of a tanker, the American side is preparing to intercept more vessels carrying Venezuelan oil. These actions, according to Reuters, have already forced shipowners transporting oil from Venezuela to reconsider their routes and prepare to leave its territorial waters. In the coming weeks, pressure may also increase against vessels that, according to U.S. authorities, are carrying cargo from other sanctioned countries, including Iran. More than 180 foreigners illegally crossed the Polish-Belarusian border through a tunnel discovered by Polish border guards. According to Polish border guards, the tunnel was several dozen meters long and approximately 1.5 meters high. The entrance was located in a forest on the Belarusian side, approximately 50 meters from the border, and the exit was just 10 meters from the Polish barrier. Thanks to integrated electronic monitoring systems, border guards were able to quickly locate the migrants after they passed through the underground passage. Military, police, and sniffer dogs participated in the search operation, which enabled the majority of the trespassers to be apprehended immediately upon entering Polish territory. At the time of reporting the incident, more than 130 people had been detained. Most of them were citizens of Afghanistan and Pakistan. The group also included residents of India, Nepal, and Bangladesh. 2 drivers, a Polish citizen and a Lithuanian citizen, were also detained for attempting to smuggle migrants to Western European countries. Further investigation into the men is underway, according to Polish law enforcement. Here are perhaps the most relevant news stories at the moment. Friends, subscribe to the channel and let me know what you think about these events. Thank you for watching. I wish you all the best. See you soon. Goodbye.